In our society, there's this constant chase for more and better. It becomes harder to sit down and just appreciate what you have. When you've got a £2,000 car, you can only think about how amazing it would be to have a 10k car. When you have a comfortable job which pays you 30 grand a year, you can only think about how cool it would be to have a 60k per year job. So today I just want to have a bit of appreciation and gratitude, and to say thank you to all you amazing people who take time out of your day to watch my videos, whether you actually like them or not. As I record this video, I have about 300 subscribers, and I'm just immensely grateful for every single one of you. It's very cliche to say, but you know what, it's true. So firstly, let's have a look at what 200, 250 and 300 people actually look like. This is basically my entire year group in school, or apparently like I could fill a small church with like 250 people. So this means we can technically start a cult, you know. So I wouldn't say no, but like if all of us want to like come together, we can do a lot, you know, just take over the world or something. And since we're nearly 500 subscribers, apparently we can fit all of us into a theatre room. But to me, this sounds like we'll need a bigger church for a cult. Okay, so let's talk about the value of gratitude. Always we progress and we adapt, and we think of what we have now is normal. This is basically the whole point of hedonic adaptation. This is pre-built in us in order for us to strive for more. This is incredible for evolution, but not great for feeling content. We need to make an active choice to rewire our brain, to let it know and remind it what's going well in our lives. The truth is, if you believe and go through life that happiness is somewhere in the future, that's exactly where it will be, in the future and never in the present. This is a passage from Happy Sexy Millionaire by Stephen Bartlett. Instead of dragging yourself out of bed today, hating life and pulling that bad attitude through the week with you, try reminding yourself how grateful you are to have work and how lucky you are to be alive. Life has a funny way of giving grateful people even more things to be grateful for. This is this whole point of like your reticular activation system. You'll get more of what you focus on. There's just so much stimuli for our brain just taken all at once. You can only focus on so much at a time. This is why focus is just so important, because what you focus on is what you see. If you keep telling yourself how shit your life is, how things just not going the way you want them to, and how things are always against you, how much of a victim you are, it's exactly what you will see. That's exactly the experience of life you will have. But if you focus on the things which you're going through, how little are the things you're grateful for, then slowly you see more of that, and in turn get more of it. All of us have so much to be grateful for. Let's just simply start with having our lives. I read recently that the chances of us being born are 1 in 400 trillion, which is a lot of zeros. I'm just looking at kind of my script I've got here, and yeah, it's a lot of zeros, you know. Yes, it's a lot of zeros, man. Well done, Yarrick. And let's go to the basics through having a roof over our heads, for having access to clean water or food in our stomach, or having some sort of clothes on our backs. In this world where everything's just so hyper connected, it's very easy to see this 18-year-old billionaire and compare your quote unquote average life to what they're doing right now. I made a whole video about this comparisons culture and how we are actually doing so much better when we give ourselves credit for. It was inspired by 101 Essays That Will Change the Way You Live. Really cool book, and just a chapter in that. So yeah, a video about it right here. Cool. The next point I wanted to mention is just compounded growth and just connecting dots backwards. Let's bring ourselves back to a really cool book called Atomic Habits by James Clear. Majority of us probably read it, and if you haven't, definitely check it out. And one of the whole points it talks about is just compounded growth. Whether it's working out, investing, trying to lose weight, trying to gain muscle, or anything else, the day-to-day of things, you see very little progress. It's not until you zoom out, that's where you can see how much progress you actually made. But here's the bottom line. If you get just 1% better each day for 1 year, you'll end up 37 times better by the time you're done. This is why small choices barely make any difference from day to day, but make such a big impact over a long period of time. So all these small habits of, like, let's say just going to the gym daily, or eating healthy, or let's say making a YouTube video or reading a book, make literally zero difference. But if you expand it over a long period of time, the results you get from it are actually exponential. So in this context of simply improving each one of my videos by simply 1%, and I'm on about 58 videos, and yeah, so simply by improving just every video by 1% over the space of 100 videos, so which will probably take me to about Christmas time. At this point I would have been 37 37 times is just 3,700% better from the point of starting. Just like with any skill, you just simply become better, develop fundamental skills, experiment more, become obsessed, and slowly develop a passion for it. So this is from Courage is Calling by Ryan Holiday. Good bit of motivation for anything you do in life, but you find it quite difficult to stick to, whether it's YouTube or going to the gym or eating healthy. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it. If everyone did it, how valuable would it actually be? The whole point that it's hard. The risk is a feature, not a bug. The barrier to entry is actually a good thing. Majority won't stay in the game for long enough to experience compounded results. Anything you want to do in life which is skill-based, it literally applies here. Yeah, a lot of us think that progress has to be linear, but it actually never is. Don't end up in a position where in a year's time, you look back at your life for this year and you would have wished where you started something just a year earlier. Literally don't be at that point and just start the whole thing you want to do, whether it's YouTube, whether going to the gym, or whether it's eating healthy or working out, jiu-jitsu, maybe starting to salsa, or maybe learning to cold approach, or literally whatever else, maybe learning to cook, or learning to speed read, or like, I don't know, start preparing for a marathon. It doesn't really matter. Just start now and your future self will thank you later. Yeah, some other updates. Okay, I was really struggling here, so let me try that again. In my recent videos, the audio in the video was slightly out of sync. This is because of the variable frame rate on my phone. When the video is in low light, the frame rate drops slightly to make up for the quality, causing the audio to be slightly out of sync. Okay, I think I've sorted it out. We'll see in this video. I'm sure you really didn't care about this, but I thought, I'll give a general update. Okay, so my last video, I talked about basically no fap on 700-day streak. Firstly, like some of the comments were actually really nice and I really appreciate it, but some other comments are actually really funny, so thank you for those as well. Okay, I want to say a really big thank you for all the love on this video. It's very heartfelt, I even got a bunch of messages on Instagram, so I'm just incredibly appreciative of that. I had this video in mind for maybe over a year, but I just never really got around to doing it. I just didn't particularly feel comfortable sharing stuff like this. But you know what, if it helps just one person, that's the main thing I really strive for. And from the sounds of it, it hopefully impacts at least one of you. So yeah, I'm appreciative of that, man. I'll try to reply to all the comments, but it's just so much. So yeah, if you really want to reach out, just message me on Instagram. Like that's probably just the best way of going about it. And yeah, so what's next? I'm noticing myself getting more and more addicted to just social media in general. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do just 14 days without social media. I'm going to just delete them off my phone, my laptop, just restrict them or whatever, and just make a video about that. Another thing I want to talk about is just I want to stare at a wall for an hour a day for maybe like 7 days and just talk about that. I think that'd be quite interesting. And yeah, there's some cool ones where like about Jordan Peterson, about Andrew Huberman, videos like that I wanted to do. And yeah, there's a bunch of like quirky things I do which I want to talk about. Maybe about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Yeah, I've been doing that for a while. Well, I say I've been doing it for a while, but I've been doing that for a while and then I got injured. I tore a tendon, a ligament in my shoulder, which is just not ideal, really not ideal. But yeah, it's more or less there now, so I'm gonna go back to it and just talk about jiu-jitsu. I think that'd be quite fun. If there's any other videos you want me to make, please comment them or just message me on Instagram and I'll make sure to make them. And yeah, okay, cool. It's nearly 1:30. I'm quite tired. I've got work tomorrow. Thank you guys, you're actually incredible. If you do want to watch another video, maybe about the power of consistency, I've got it right here. Bye.